Welcome back to Film and TV Review, and in this video, as you can probably tell by looking at the images, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is a film which serves as a conclusion to the trilogy of Marvel's favourite misfit family. So let's talk about it on Film and TV Review. And spoiler alert, just to make you aware, we are going to be talking spoilers in the film, so if you haven't seen the film and you did want to sort of like keep things spoiler free, perhaps go and watch the movie and come back and see our review after that. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 sort of takes us through what the Guardians have been up to since we last saw them in films like Avengers Endgame and obviously the special which was on Disney+. The Guardians of the Galaxy have been major players in sort of all key Marvel events over the last decade or so. And writer and director James Gunn returns to tie up loose ends of the members of the crew. And this is really Rocket's story in the film that it's focused around. It focuses around Rocket's story and it delivers the most emotional beats and story arc. And here we go. We're about to dive into spoiler territory, so the warning's coming up now. Obviously, if you've seen the film and you don't mind spoilers, let's continue. So, like I was saying before, the film centers around Rocket, who's voiced by Bradley Cooper. And in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, we get to see when Rocket was a youth and how his fate led him to be taken under the control of the High Evolutionary, who is an unstable scientist who has delusions of grandeur and believed that the ultimate utopian society stemmed from an eerie laboratory where he experimented on animals. And Rocket managed to escape this life under the High Evolutionary's experiments, but was forced to leave behind the love of his life. And obviously, I suppose he's never got over that. High Evolutionary set his sights on retrieving his prized experiment and orders Adam Warlock, who's played by Will Poulter, to retrieve the raccoon. And in Adam Warlock trying to retrieve Rocket, things don't go quite to plan, with Rocket being injured. And it's up to the remaining Guardians teammates, to try and save him by finding the technology that the High Evolutionary holds key. So yeah, High Evolutionary makes a great performance. There's a great performance of the High Evolutionary in the film as a really sort of genuinely sort of disturbing or kind of unsettling villain. Some of the characters feel a bit shortchanged as a result, though. Adam Warlock fans, for example, may feel this character is more comic relief than serious threat. So overall, the film is more of a heist movie, but it's not as fresh as some of the original hits in the first film in 2014. And it's maybe a little too indulgent in places with regard to the soundtrack, and this may make it feel a bit overfamiliar and a bit long. But it gives the cast their moments to shine where they can, and it's certainly one of the better efforts that Phase 4 Marvel has to offer. It does demonstrate that it's maybe time to bid farewell to our heroes and leave our Guardians in a good place to say goodbye to. Seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 leave the viewer with a certain excitement as to what James Gunn will bring to pastures new, and in particular a whole new set of DC characters with the DC Universe, when he gets to play with them in his sandbox, when he swaps into that studio for future movies. Now, our reviewer Jason gave Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 3 stars out of 5, but what do you think? Personally, I've heard really good reviews, so I'd be interested to see what you think. Thanks, of course, for watching. As always, make sure you enjoy those flicks, whatever you're watching. Let us know what you're watching in the comments below. Be really interested to know, and if it's anything you think we should review. And until next time, enjoy those flicks.